Hey guys, welcome back to Cars with Skylar. I'm so excited to show you guys this. I've always wanted to do this car and I cannot believe I finally got my hands on it. Let's check it out. I flew back to Vegas from Scottsdale today to review this car. Finally, I get to review the Bugatti. Let's check it out. This is the Bugatti Veyron, and the first thing that I want to point out is it is a W16 engine, which means it is two V8 engines, making this car so fast. It goes 0 to 60 in just 2.5 seconds. Also, fun fact, in just 12 minutes on a full tank of gas, top speed, you'll empty this tank. That's how fast this car goes. All right, let's get into the review and start with the front. This car is so crazy that I get to review. It honestly looks like an alien spaceship, and I've always wanted to review one. I've never gotten to be this close to a Bugatti, so this is super exciting. We get to do it together. Next thing I want to point out are the cost of the tires. They are the cost of a car. They are $40,000 just for the tires alone, which is insane. Let's check them out. So Michelin purposely makes the Bugatti tires so expensive just so it can handle the top speed of the Bugatti, which is 300 miles per hour or more, which can destroy tires pretty quickly. All right, let's check out these white brake calipers, which are a nice color pop to this gunmetal gray color. All right, before I get in to show you the interior, I want to point out the chrome gas cap they have on both sides. One is just for decoration, but this is the actual gas cap, which is chrome, which is a nice little pop. And then when you go inside, the chrome features continue. All right, guys, first opinion sitting in this Bugatti finally. The seats are actually surprisingly super comfortable versus most bucket seats are very uncomfortable. This is super nice. I could see myself driving this. Honestly, it's a daily. That's how comfortable it is. And then, of course, my favorite feature of the Bugatti is the classic steering wheel with the chrome features. You just have to love it. It's the classic steering wheel of Bugatti on all their cars. And right here on the center console, we have more chrome and as well on the shifter knob. So I'm really liking, it's kind of like a navy, darker blue with some gray accents, which is super nice. I love the Bugatti logos that they have throughout the interior. All right, it is a push to start, but you also have an option to use a regular key, which is always nice. And then we have the parking brake down here, which is super unique. And you also have an option to use a special key that will bring out the top speeds of the car, which is super cool, which you can't use with the regular start engine button. I also just spoke with the Bugatti owner that owns this car, and his top speed in this was 260, which is insane. Couldn't imagine going that fast. So, fun fact on this car, I am a huge fan of Stradman, which I'm sure many of you guys know who that is, but this previously was his Bugatti, and I'm going to show you his signature now below right here. I've followed Stradman for a very long time, so it is very cool that this used to be previously owned by him. So I don't know if you remember, but he had this car back when it was pink and chrome, and then the new owner changed it to this colorway, which I also like. Something I have to point out about the Bugatti that I cannot believe is the oil change is $25,000, and it takes about 27 hours to complete because they have to disassemble so much of the car just for the oil change. So if you own a Bugatti, just expect to spend $25,000 for oil change. So as you can see, these are two V8 engines, which is a W16, which I've never heard of until I got to review this car. It is insanely fast with 1,001 horsepower, and it has 10 radiators in the engine just to keep it cool from overheating. It goes 0 to 60 in just 2.5 seconds. All right, check out how tiny this little frunk is. Could barely fit anything. I think it's the smallest frunk I've ever seen. But the current owner of this Bugatti befriended the sole heiress of Bugatti and she signed it, her name Caroline, which is super cool. Right here, we have the classic Veyron Bugatti logo. And then another feature are the custom Grand Vitesse headlights, which are a lovely feature. All right, guys, this car was so much fun that I got to review for you guys. I've always have wanted to do a Bugatti, so this was amazing that I got to bring you guys along. All the cool, unique features this car has, coming down to how expensive the oil changes, the tires, the cost to do anything to do with this car. Anything you need done needs to be sent back to Europe, which is insane. So thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for my next episode. This car is going to blow your mind. Bye.